That's an excellent question. What attracted me to my community issue from the beginning of the semester was my high school education. In my health class, we learned about the effects of heroin not just on people but on society. Now, in my same class that day, we were tasked with writing a paper about an issue that was important to us. And so I decided to write about the effects of heroin. Now, I immediately started researching about this topic, the effects, where the drugs come from, and why do people use it. The result is I wrote a tremendous paper that my teacher loved and presented to the class as a show of how this assignment should be carried out. When our teacher assigned our team speech, we got together and we wanted to pick something that really was prevalent to all three of us. We finally decided on the price of college and why it costs so much, and our call to action was going to be attempts to lower the price of it. Uh, the reason we picked this was it's relevant to everyone. The three of us giving the speech, our entire audience and our small group, and it was relevant to our teacher. Um, the result is we were very invested in our speech, and I believe that made it a better speech overall. If I had to take a guess on what attribute of myself that my group would pick as my strongest strength or greatest strength, it would be my organizational skills and my leadership. Um, the moment we were assigned our groups, I gathered emails and I sent a group email out to the two of them to coordinate how we were going to write this speech. I created a shared Google document for us to compile our notes and write the speech itself. Um, this allowed us to make a much better speech um, and plan it out beforehand, assign who was writing which part, and that structure really gave us a edge on our speech. I must confess the most difficult part about working in our group was the communication of the group as a whole. Um, since our group weren't exactly friends, though we weren't enemies, we couldn't really hold each other accountable. So when one of our group members flaked out on the myself and the other group member, there was really nothing we could do to get him back into the group. So we gave him time, emailed him one or two more times, and eventually, the day before our outline was due, we contacted the teacher and were allowed to move ahead as a group of two. But that really put a damper on what could have been a tremendous speech, and with two people, it just was not the same. That's a very easy question. The biggest takeaway I have from Comm 110 is the confidence. Um, Coming into this class, I was not a very confident public speaker. I could go up and give my speech, but I would stutter, I would ramble, and it really was not as good as it could have. I could write a tremendous outline and then butcher the presentation. Um, with the online assignments almost every week and the three large speeches, I really think I'm a more confident speaker, and that's going to be my greatest takeaway from this class.